Hi, I'm Rabbi Lisa Delson.
I'm Cantor Annie Rose.
And this is our video blog about counting the Omer. You might want to know what is actually counting the Omer. It is a period of time between the second night of Passover until Shavuot, which is 7 weeks later. And a week in Hebrew is Shavuah, that's why it's Shavuot. It counts 7 weeks. And the Omer is counting a handful of barley. But we're not farmers and we don't count barley. So we have to count something else. We have to think about how we can reinvent this ritual.
So in reinventing it, we do some sort of self-reflection and use this as a 7-week period to examine ourselves and try to really live up to the best that we can be. We're actually commanded to do this. It's a mitzvah to count the days of the Omer. So we count for 49 days and we say this blessing, which is going to be the blessing as we know it for just about every commandment, ending with different words, which are Sefirat HaOmer. Al Sefirat HaOmer. So we're going to have, should we say it together?
Mm-hmm.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al Sefirat HaOmer. Which translates to, blessed are you, Adonai, sovereign of the universe, who sanctifies us with the commandment to count the Omer. And then you can say, if you're saying it in Hebrew, you can say, Hayom Yom Echad La Omer, or
well, say it again.
And if you're saying it in Hebrew, you can actually say the day of the Omer, Hayom Yom Echad La Omer, or the various days as you go through from 1 to 49, or you can just say, today is the first day, etc., of the Omer. So that's the first thing you do is say the blessing, and when you say the blessing, it sort of puts you into a different place. After you say a blessing, after you begin to pray, you are more sort of receptive to understanding yourself, to understanding your relationship with God and with people. And speaking of that, the first of the areas that we look at over the 7 weeks is loving kindness. The other ones that we'll be looking at are justice and discipline. That'll be next week. Harmony and compassion, endurance, humility, bonding, and finally sovereignty and leadership. But this week we begin with loving kindness.
So loving kindness in Hebrew, the word is chesed. And just a note on the 7 things that we've chosen, we could have chosen anything, but we feel like these are a good way to recognize that we're emotional people, and these are the 7 emotional ways that we connect with other people. So loving kindness, chesed, is kind of a funny word because it seems like 3 words all put together in one. But we might want to consider it as giving someone the benefit of the doubt. And it's not easy to do, but it really it requires us to give of ourselves to another person, because we might not want to show loving kindness to somebody in that very moment, but it's a struggle and it's something worth working on. And this might sound familiar to you at this point in time when we've just finished Seders with family and friends and a lot of different groups of people together, and our nerves might be short, but this is our opportunity to reflect on our experience with our family and friends that might have been tense at certain times, or if you're still with your family, it might be an opportunity to reevaluate your own experience and try to work on it for the next time that you're faced with a difficult situation.
I love that idea of giving someone the benefit of the doubt. That's really the whole thing. When you set that as your intention, when you start the day, that you sort of say your blessing for the day of the Omer, and then you just know that it's in your heart and in your intention for that day to give everybody you meet the benefit of the doubt. What a better day that's going to be than most days where you're not sort of defensive, and sort of putting your own ideas out there before other people's, but that you're giving them the benefit of the doubt, looking at their point of view, and really giving you the space and them the space to find the best things between you and in the world.
Mm-hmm. So that is our challenge for you this week as we are experiencing our freedom from slavery and on our way to revelation at Sinai. So please enjoy this week of considering loving kindness as a way to live your life. And next week we'll have a different opportunity to think about throughout the week.
Have a great week, and we'll see you next Tuesday night.